Hello everyone, my name is Yiran. This is the second presentation for CS 520. I'm on topic 3, which is NFA and DFA of A star or B. Let's first start with the regular expression of A star or B. The regular expression is a method to write search patterns for string matching, and the star represents 0 or more repetitions. The expression of A star or B can be translated as A to the power of n or B, where n is greater than or equal to 0. So in this case, we can have a single A or multiple A's, or we can have a single B or even the empty string. Here is some definitions about the NFA. I won't talk through it due to the time constraint, but you can find it on our class note in week 2 if you have any questions. Please note that the NFA may have missing edges which are assumed to reject, and it may also have epsilon edges that are taken without reading any symbols. Let's start with our case today. Here are the situations that we need for our case. The first one is a union and the second one is a cleaning star. And for the union, it uses 6 states and 6 transitions. 4 of the transitions are formed by the epsilon edges, which are here and here. And in the middle of each section, we will assign the symbols for it. And like for this section, we assign A, and for this section, we assign B. And this diagram formed the situation of A or B. For the cleaning star, for example, this A star here, we could have either 0 or multiple A's. So if we have 0A, then we could directly go through the epsilon edge, which is here, and then we will reach this Q3, which is the state that we want. But if we have multiple A's, then we could have a loop here. We'll go around the loop until we have no A, and then we'll go through the epsilon edge and reach our state. Here is an NFA diagram for A star or B. I divide this A star or B as the uppercase A and then uppercase B. And in this diagram, for this section, it is the uppercase A, and this section is the uppercase B. And in the uppercase A, we have the little a with a star, which means we should have the loop, and here is the loop. And here I have picked 3 examples for us to discuss. If we have the empty string, then we should directly go through the epsilon edges, and then we'll arrive at the Q7 state, which means that we got accepted. And if we have multiple A's, such as this 4 A's, then we first need to go through these 2 epsilons, and then we will loop in this loop for 4 times, and then we will go through the epsilon edges again, and then we reach our final state. So if we have the single B, this one's easy. We just directly go through this epsilon, and then go through B, and go through epsilon again, and then we will reach the state that we accept. So now what we need to do is to convert the NFA to DFA. A DFA is a finite machine that either accepts or rejects a set of inputs or characters, resulting in a unique execution of machine for each set of input. And here are the steps that we use to convert NFA to DFA. I won't talk too much about this because we also covered this in class, and if you have any questions, just refer to the class note we have in week 2. Here is a DFA diagram for A star or B. Here are the 5 tuples. Here's the transitional table. And here are the examples that I picked. So for the first one, if we have the empty string, then it means that we don't have any symbols in it. So we'll just stay at the Q0. And this is the state that we accept. And for the second one, we have 4 A's. This means that we need to start at the Q0 and we add an A, and then we go to Q1. And for the next 3 A's, we just loop around itself and then we stop. And Q1 is also the state that we accept. And the last one is B. So if we have a B, then we start at Q0 again, and then we add a B. So then we go to Q2. And Q2 is also the state that we accept. So from here, if we have another A or we add another B, it will lead us to the Q3 state. The Q3 is the state that we reject. So no matter you add an A or you add an B at Q3, we'll always reject it. So the same for Q1, and then you add a B, and then you arrived at the Q3 and will reject it. And here are my references. Thank you for watching.